Good morning, Robyn. This is Jenny, and this is your reading for the 1st of November 2019. Right, I've pulled out the cards, so I've saved a bit of time on the shuffling that I would normally do behind the scene, and then type things up. So I'm just going to start off with your numerology. And being born on the 3rd means that on a daily basis, you're one of the happiest people to be around because 3 represents joy, creativity, happiness, and luck. You're the sort of person that can talk to people and inspire them. And because of your childlike manner, you don't really want to be part of the reality of the world. And you've probably got a great imagination, and you could even be clairvoyant yourself or be able to visualize things easily. And because you're so sociable and friendly, people are drawn to you and drawn to your happy magnetism. But on the other hand, because a 3 is a mixture of 1 and 2, sometimes you like to be the centre of attention and be the leader, and then at other times you're happy to be the supportive person and standing in the background, depending on what you feel like at the time. If you become unhappy, you can become very critical, selfish and even self-centred, or even a drama queen or acting the part anyway. But often 3s are found in acting, arts, design, writing, anything to do with creativity, because you need to be able to express yourself to be able to make yourself feel happy. Because you've got a couple of 3s in your chart, it means that you don't have to try as hard as other people to get what you want, because you'll often be in the right place at the right time. And you can actually change your luck by changing your imagination or how you're thinking about things. And because you like your freedom, often when you reach your goal, you give it up and start on something else because you need variation in your life. But it'd be actually good for you and for your self-esteem to stick at one project at a time, to be successful at one thing at a time, because often 3s, and I'm actually very similar to you, I have lots of 3s, you can have a lot of unfinished projects on the go because you get sick of them or bored really, really quickly. This is also a mental number, so in other words, you can become stressed or have lots of ideas roaming around in your head at once. So when you feel like that, it's best to actually write everything down so that you can maybe make 2 columns and put the pros and cons down in your decisions. So sometimes things then jump out at you or stand out at you. You can be very generous, and then at other times the opposite, you can be a bit mean. So that's you on a daily basis. Your life path is a number 1. And number 1s, you've got your whole life to learn this. So your life path is all about learning independence and learning to think for yourself and learning to go it alone. So it doesn't necessarily mean be lonely or be single, but be able to, walk your own path and stand up for your own things. You will always be successful no matter what path you follow, as long as you can overcome any limiting beliefs you might have. And you've got a quick brain, so you will always find new and innovative ways of doing things. And you could even be a pioneer in your field because you're good at coming up with new ideas. And you are focused enough to run your own business. But then again, with the 3s, you might need to focus a bit stronger. So now you're in a personal year 9, and that's why you're feeling a bit conflicted. This started around your birthday, and it will end around your next one. So a year 9 is actually all about endings and new beginnings. So this is the last year of the cycle, and it's time to, because your life goes in 9-year cycles, by the way, it's time to get rid of everything that's not working in your life anymore, and then this will make way for a new beginning, a new year, a new things to come in. So that's even just little things like going through your cupboards, going through your wardrobe, clearing out things that are no longer useful, but also it means letting go of people who hold you back. So if you're unhappy, so you were asking about your job, and if you're going to change it, this is the year I feel that you would change it so that next year you'll have all new beginnings. Sorry, excuse me. And so when you let these people go, you let go of people who hold you back or no longer believe in you. But sometimes you'll find in that year 9, these people will leave your life automatically anyway. So it's also a year of giving back into the community. Okay, so that's where you're at numerologically. So you'll see now in this spread I've done 6-month cards here and then some overviews. So I asked for some messages for you. So covering the whole reading, the messages I got that are that you are going to feel a lot more in control and a lot more balanced with your emotions. And this is you to a T, a lovely, happy lady. And then from there on, you're actually going to receive some sort of offer. And it's like your own clairvoyance and your own intuition is really, really strong. So follow it. You will be knowing more in your near future or in the next 6 months of where you want to go and where you want to be. And when you decide on what you want to do, this is actually going to enable you to leave behind all your old emotions. So this card is full of all the lovely feelings and memories you've got. There's 8 cups there. So you've got all these lovely memories that you've got, what you've experienced, what you've done in life. They're all sitting there. Some are good, some aren't so good. Like the one in the foreground's empty-ish, but the other ones are all full of beautiful flowers. And you're looking forward now. You're looking forward to where you want to go, and you're able to walk away from how you've been feeling in the past and letting go of the old emotions that held you back or let you down or whatever, but you'll be definitely moving forward. So in the coming November, we have 4 cards here. This is the universe. The world is covering you right now. So this is like the end of the cycle. You've done everything right. You've earned your angel wings. It's the most beautiful card. It's the best card. Well, there's a couple of cards I love, but that's one of the great cards to have. It means the universe has got your back. So whatever you've been doing or whatever path you choose, don't feel alone. You're being guided and watched from above. And you will make, no matter what choice you make or which path you choose, it'll be the right one because they'll be leading you to that path. So in November, you're still working hard for your money and you're getting paid for what you do because actually you're really good at what you do and the money's coming in. And it's like you've then got the dearest wish card, and this card is about it's a healing, it's what you've been wanting, it's like a wish come true. So whatever you're putting out there to the universe and what you want to happen, your wish is going to come true, and you're going to be feeling really in tune, really psychic. I don't know if you believe in the psychic, so I just say your intuition, your gut instinct, follow those, because whatever you're wanting to happen is going to happen, and this is going to lead to a healing. You'll be feeling a lot better. It'll give you a healing. But this card here is also giving you back your mental stability, feeling a lot better. But also too, you could go and get a healing from someone too if you like that sort of thing, because it's almost a card of by the end of November, you actually need a rest. So just take it easy, because from the end of November leading into December, you're really overthinking things. This is a card of worrying or overthinking or planning. It doesn't necessarily mean negative. It can mean these are all the thoughts that are going around in your head, that have been going around in your head the last month or two, and they're all coming to a point now. You'll just think you've got so many ideas. What am I going to do? What shall I do? What's best for me? Things like that. So that's where I was saying to you about writing things down to get it out of your mind. But this is all about it coming to an end. So it'll be ending at the beginning of December, because you'll then have choices and you'll be trying to decide what to do. So this is 3 choices. You have the choices and decisions that you've got to make, and it's like 2 of them you really like, you're looking up for guidance, and then 1 of them is a bit sad because you're leaving behind things and you're moving forward. So in a way, it's actually really positive. Sorry. I wasn't like this before, so I feel like you're going to get something off your chest. That's what they're showing me. You will be getting something off your chest which is going to enable you to move forward, and your decision, you'll be a little bit sad about some sort of separation. Maybe it's leaving old work colleagues or moving or whatever it is, but you'll be getting things sorted. You'll have a tiny bit of conflict, yes, and watch out, because there is someone stabbing you in the back or looking at you behind your back, that sort of thing. But it's minor. You can overcome that. Don't take any notice of them. Feel positive about your own life, because there'll be just a tiny bit of conflict when you're going, but you know the outcome in December is you're out of there. So this is you. You've worked on your thought patterns and what you want to do, and you're walking away and leaving things behind of your own fruition. And it's really good. It's positive. You can see by her smile, you're feeling really happy. You've got your bag packed, and you're going. So that's wonderful. The traditional meaning too is just be careful that someone isn't trying to stab you in the back, but I think you're overcoming that because it's only something minor, and as you've mentioned it too, how it's uncomfortable there. So in January, you're moving on to overcoming any difficulties with money, and you will be working for your money, being able to save for money. You've got choices to do with money, but it's your money side of your life is progressing, and it's happy, and you're smiling, you're happy about it. There is a little bit of a warning here though. Be careful that you're not overworking and working too hard, because you could end up with a sore back. This is like a completion, new beginning number 2, and it's because you're working so hard, but be wary. Just be a little bit wary of how hard you do work, because sometimes people can take advantage because you're so lovely. And it's like all your seeds are starting to, the things that you've planted, all the work and all the hard work that you've done in the past is all starting to come to fruition. You're going to be able to then see too in January your way out of there. You're moving forward. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're coming out of the dark into the light. It's wonderful. You know clearly what you're doing and where you're going. And you're more in touch with your own tuition too. The Lovers card is about working on your own beliefs. It's a partnership with your physical world and your beliefs and your spiritual beliefs as well. You're going to create something new, and this is a lovely, lovely card. But it's also about new relationships. There's no people around this card, so I'm not telling you there's a love relationship, but it's about the opportunity to be working with other people or working with someone else to create something new, because then that leads on to February, where, yep, definitely you've got choices to do with work or property. You're trying to decide again what to do, but you're going to be victorious. It doesn't matter whether you take the left or the right path. You're moving forward, and you're standing there thinking, I want to go through there. I'm progressing and I want my life to improve. You're trying to decide here. You've got your rods in the ground, or your physical world. You've done all the hard work, and now you're going forward, because these represent positivity. You're looking good, you're looking forward to your future, and you're deciding which way you want to go and where you're going to go. But I think you're quite decisive and you're quite grounded about what you want. And you are actually strong enough, you've got the strength and love to cope with any changes or what you're deciding to do. You're then standing there feeling really quite strong and powerful. You've got your guard up though, so you've put some sort of protection around you, probably because of what's been happening, and you're deciding which path you want to take. But you're going to have peace of mind, and there's somebody up there in spirit who actually watches over you, somebody close to you who keeps an eye on you and is going to help you with your decisions. Because by the end of February, which then coming up to your birthday, of course, so you'll be going into a year 1, all new beginnings, everything starts changing. So this is out of your control. The world around you is changing. You're trying to decide what you want to do. You've got choices. You're being looked after, and I hate saying it all the time, but it's true. You're being watched over and looked after by the universe. Your things are happening around you. It's going to throw out something great, because the universe is there. It's turning, and it's going to give you a choice of what you want to do, and you'll feel quite happy about it. Because then on your birthday, this is the transition. You're now going out of the dark into the light. Your life is changing completely from how it was, and you'll have the opportunity to learn something new. You'll be thinking about money or planning. You want stability. This is like a Taurus card too. It's to do with money, and you're feeling practical and grounded. But you've got the opportunity to build your nest egg up, build your finances up by learning something a bit new. And you'll have the challenges, because you'll be trying to decide, what do I really want to do? You've got these choices in life now. You're a little bit conflicted. It could be conflict going on around you too. It is minor, and it is where you overcome any past difficulties and choices of you. You're now trying to decide which job or which path you actually want to take. But I can tell you anyway, the outcome is you've got a new job. You've got a new project, a new job. It's happy, it's positive, you're feeling great. So that's March. Then in April, yes, you're definitely going on to in a new direction completely and learning something new, feeling wonderful. It's an opportunity being handed to you. You're feeling really, really good about that. You will be choosing though. I think that even though you're starting something new, you're going to have two choices of which direction you want to go in, to do with either work or a project or something that you're working on. The world, again, you've got the choices of the world. You're looking ahead. You've got growth around you. It's like you're feeling really in charge of your life again, and now you've got those choices. So it's up to you what you really want to do, because you will be feeling slightly, it leads on emotionally at a crossroads. You're not too sure. You're feeling a bit disillusioned about this new job or which direction to go in. But just remember, it doesn't matter whether you choose left path or right path. You will always choose the path where you're meant to be for the lessons you're meant to learn in your life. This is where you actually overcome those unsettled feelings. You've got everything. You've got what you need. You're making it. You're getting there. And you'll be feeling really positive. Following off from that, at the end of April, you'll be feeling a lot more stable. Everything at work and at home will just be ticking along, organised and stabilised. So that's the end of the 6-month reading. Now, covering that whole reading, I pulled out some cards, so some more cards. So covering the whole reading is you at the moment and this covers the whole 6 months, you will be looking back a bit and you will be reminiscing. And you'll be reminiscing to a time when life was a bit more stable and a bit more happier, and also about your money side of things. It's just a reminiscing. But then you move on and you're actually building on relationships and meeting new people. And these are people that will make you feel happy. So there'll be relationships with other people, and feeding you and making you feel a lot better about things. And they're saying, yeah, just hang in there, because you're going to get the results that you want by making your sacrifices. You are moving, progressing. Keep working hard, which is what you're doing. I feel too that you've got your guard up, and you're going to have your guard up, but you're happy to be like that, and you've made yourself feel more secure by putting your guard up. And then when you're ready, you'll let that guard down. But I also think that this can be where you get stuck. You get stuck in old patterns and the old way of feeling secure because it's comfortable and it's easier. So when you're ready, break that barrier down. This is a thought card, so change the way, when you're ready, change your outlook on things and how you're thinking about things. Then your spirit will rise and soar and you'll be a lot happier. Yeah, because then you'll be rushing around, moving forward, action will happen. Things will start happening quickly for you. You'll feel way more in control and strong. This is the King of Wands. It can be a strong man around you. It can be a boss around you, a businessman. But it also represents you moving forward and feeling way more powerful within yourself. And then you've got joy and happiness. So you're going to be feeling, this is like all your cups are full emotionally. You're feeling really happy by the end of the 6 months of where you're at, what you're doing. This man, it can be a man involved with your happiness as well, someone you're happy with, but also, because there's always lots of meanings, also I feel that you are feeling really happy and you've got joy and happiness to look forward to. The other couple of cards that I couldn't help because they just jumped out at me too, is that you have got your own psychic ability. This is a card of being psychic. And so this is about you trusting your intuition and believing in your own ability for everything. And then this is the final judgment card before the universe, really, and this is covering you too. This is where you have done, as far as your accident goes and your life goes, you've done everything right. You've earned your angel wings, and you're It's absolutely beautiful, and it means that you now can leave behind all this other hard work, junky things in your life, the past, the dark, any gloom, doom, just the past really, and you're rising above it and you're moving forward and you'll have opportunities and everything is just wonderful. Okay, so the other thing is too, covering this whole reading, I had asked for some guiding cards, so that's what we have here. And we have this lovely card, Stand Your Ground, and I think that's quite relevant for where you are at the moment. So stand your ground means make it clear where you stand on this issue and hold your ground. It's important to let people know when they are stepping onto your territory. Now the other card is from the Ascended Masters, Retreat into Nature. And I think this is probably what you need for a little bit of healing too. So this is the Green Man, and this is about retreating into nature. You've been indoors too long and you need a refreshing break from stressful conditions. No matter how busy you are, there's always time to pause for fresh air. This card comes to you today with a strong message for you to spend time alone outdoors. The healing effects of nature will revive your energy and outlook, and you'll return to home or work with new ideas and a fresh perspective. Think of your nature retreat as an investment that will yield huge dividends. Okay, I think that's so appropriate. I was going to pull one other card. I don't think you actually need it, but we will do it. This is Nature's Whispers. These are absolutely beautiful cards too. So we'll just have thank you, Spirit, for your lovely, kind messages for Robyn. Now we'd like a covering card, final advice for Robyn to carry on. Thank you, Spirit. Hope and happiness. Oh, how beautiful. I hope you can see that. This is Josephine Wall's art, and it's absolutely beautiful. So hope and happiness for you. You have reached a time filled with healing energy, new progress and satisfaction. You're at a point for festivity. The energy in this phase is supportive and promotes a feel of winning. Let worries or challenges from the past fade away as you focus on the joy that is surrounding you. Feel encouraged and excited about the potential of all the wonderful promises that are being kept. Celebrate and enjoy your life. Okay, Robyn, I hope that makes you feel a lot better, and thank you for choosing me for a reading. Feel free to leave a review on Trade Me or Facebook, or tell friends about me. Thank you. Bye.